Only thing worse than a coward is a coward with power.
I've never understood stalking. I really just, why would you spend all your time worrying about somebody who ain't worrying about you? I don't get that. It's just something that is beyond me, and I think that's where my fascination comes from. This is coming to us from the New York Post. Instagram model murdered by stalker who stabbed himself to death. Report. This is written by Jesse O'Neill. Kevin Alexander Accorto allegedly murdered model Janae Gagnier in a murder-suicide in Texas. You know, Mr. Accorto, if you shaved up, you would look a lot like Michael Pena, and heck, maybe have a couple girls stalking you. Like, let's see, was she worth it? Was she worth it? Not, I mean, clearly, no, not the end result. Just, was she oh so bad? Well, let's go take a look. What do we think, boys? Huh? What do we think? Of course not. Of course not. Was this worth throwing your life away for? I'm sorry. Is she attractive? Yeah. I mean, the sleeve tattoo kind of, for me personally, it was like, I'm okay. But I mean, as far as the face go, absolutely gorgeous face. All right, some very very pouty DSLs on her. She is she's definitely bad. All right, without question. But is she worth throwing your life away? That's, and honestly, fellas, that's the point to any, like, that should be the point of anything you ask yourself, like anytime you're in a situation or anytime you find yourself just like really falling down any rabbit hole, ask yourself, hey, is it worth throwing my life away for this shit? And unfortunately, sweetheart, as bad as you are, no, not at all. Not at all. And not just throwing his life away, but throwing her life away. Like, we lose two lives here. And it sucks. It really does. But that one, like I said in the beginning, that mindset, that mentality, that, oh my goodness, I can't have her, no one else will. It's something that I've heard. It's a mentality that I just, well, how do I put it? I think I've dabbled in a couple of times in, like, but it's always been with relationships with women I know. Like ex-girlfriends, fellas, we all have that ex-girlfriend we kind of we played ourselves for. All right, it is what it is. It's all part of the game. It's all part of life. You chalk it up. You ask yourself, is this worth throwing my life way over? Of course not. Move the fuck on. That's like the main thing. But now some guys, and from what we're about to read, she ain't know him. He just followed her on Instagram. And one of the things that, as I look at this young lady, I can't help but notice is, one second, is, you see it? You see it, boys? Is that a wedding ring? It's on her left hand, and that is that's the hand that the wedding ring, that's literally the wedding ring thing. Are you married, ma'am? Of course, you wouldn't proclaim how you're married for the internet, because if you're married for the internet, but as we're about to read here, my boys, uh, it's not like a husband or anything else like that was there to protect her. Authorities believe an Instagram influencer from Texas was killed by a stalker who then stabbed himself to death, according to a report. Janae Gagnier, 33, was found dead in her apartment outside Houston Sunday by her father, CBS Dallas Fort Worth reported. What what I saw, I wouldn't want any parent to go through, Dad Mark Gangier told the outlet. Gagnier said he knew something was up because Janae hadn't been answering his calls all weekend. Her apartment was locked, so I didn't hesitate to kick the door down. He found his daughter dead on the floor at the bottom of the stairs with her clothes all torn up and stuff. Gagnier said he torn off. I mean, are all torn up and stuff. I mean, was there like, did he, how do I put this as sensitively as possible, like, did they smash like before, after, like, Like, you know what? Let's keep going. He found his daughter dead on the floor. Okay. Gagnier said he then discovered suspected killer, Kevin Alexander Accorto, dying of a knife wound upstairs. I mean, she's definitely attractive, definitely a baddie, all right, without question. But nah, not throw your life away, baddie. There's no that bad don't exist as far as I'm concerned, boys. I go upstairs. Guy upstairs with a knife in him, still alive. The father told the station. Accorto, 34, was a crazed follower of Janae, who went by Miss Mercedes Moore on her popular Instagram account. Her parents told the station. Unfortunately, someone basically was stalking and killed my baby, Mother Janetta Grover said. The Instagram model, who had nearly 3 million followers, died of strangulation and traumatic concussion, the medical examiner found, according to the report. Police said Accorto, who was from Florida, had no personal relationship with the victim. The investigation is ongoing. So that's the end of the story. But seriously, I mean, as attractive as she is, very attractive, it's not worth it. It's never worth it. And as far as and as you can see, it's pretty light on details, but one wouldn't only imagine if you got that far, you just went to kill her, or are they gonna find your DNA in her? I think that's probably the best, most sensitive way. Not to laugh, but in life we either laugh or cry, and I'm not much of a crier. So yeah, like, are they gonna find his DNA in her? Because I'm not saying you'd like to think, but like, it would make sense, right, in some way, shape, or form, that he got to enjoy his time that with the thing that took up so much time in his brain. One would think. Who knows? But it's still a tragedy every single way around. The wedding ring, like, I guess wedding ring. Once again, it's on her left hand. Left hand, that finger, that's the wedding finger. Was she married? Was she married to a chick? And that kind of explains why there wasn't someone there to protect this young lady. I mean, at 33, let's be real, shoot, like, are there kids anywhere around in this scenario? Who knows? But ultimately, I'm doing this video because I don't understand that mindset of being so obsessed with anything, right? Like, as fun as she is, bruh, like, so you see fine chicks all the damn time. I see fine chicks in the real world all the damn time. I know fine chicks. I talk to fine chicks all day. It's cool. To sit there and be like, oh my goodness, to have that mindset to be like, oh, I'm so invested in this. I'm so obsessed with this that I can harm it, that I can kill it. Like, it's a mindset, it's a mentality that I just, it baffles me, it fascinates me, and intrigues me, because it is so, how do I put it, counterproductive as an individual who, when if I see it, I want it to be, my masculine instinct, of my provide and protect, is like, yo, I want to love it forever and ever. And make sure it never feels hurt or pain ever again. Like, that's where my mindset goes. And to see that there's so many, and there are tons of individuals, particularly guys, who take that mindset in such a complete polar opposite direction, I mean, it always just makes me wonder. Plus, yeah, she is fine. So, great thumbnail. So, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead. Do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub, let me join my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day? Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually, go in the description box and do damage. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, I ran across this, and there are other stories of there's so many stories of guys who just snap, and it's behavior I would prefer to avoid. So, as every once in a while, I like to pay attention to it. But you may disagree, and that's what the comment section's for. Until the next one.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.